Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Pat Trading Partners along with Bob Iacchino, checking in on IOTA with the updated long-term levels. So, when we did get a very minor divergence here, but no real good bottoming pattern yet. It would be very aggressive. It's a little horizontal channel here. If it got above the 8, 139.73, it'd be a very aggressive trade. Then to watch it to return to about the 148 level. But that is very, very aggressive. So not recommending that unless you're watching it full time and are experienced, because we are against the rotation zone on the daily and the 4-hour. Updated the critical key levels to the downside. So again, first level resistance is right around this 139. We're just going to call it 140 because the 8's right below that, but being that round number right here, we tried to spike into a couple times. 140 is the first level. Then on a rally through that, you had some dip buyers coming in here. And then it just slammed down again. So about 148.32, declining 21. And some of these dip buyers will be looking to bail out. Also, there's just above that, there's this prior little dip that some people stepped in on. We're actually below the lows now from the end of May. And let's see, the lows from back in April were still a fair amount above them. So we'll keep watching for that. Now, the next level's down. If we get below this 130 level again, we'll be watching for 120.97, so essentially 121. And we have a major set, a major area between about 112 at this point to 115. So we'll have to refine that with future levels, but that's the next major zone down. Again, it's the 87.5% retracement from this last major move up. One of the 25% GAN projections from this high to this pausing low, and the 12.5% projection from this major low, which I'll show you on the daily chart. So that's what we're looking for on the 4-hour chart. Let's switch over to that daily chart so that the major projection levels are coming in. That's actually wrong. Sorry about that. I have to update that. We have a 111, 112 area and 113. So 111 through 113 is the major cluster area you'll be watching for. Now, let's see here. On our daily, if we get a substantial rally, we're holding here, right here, back at our May lows. If we get a substantial rally, the next major area to watch for is this little peak plateau, 37.5% retracement, prior 62.5% retracement, and 8 EMA, bottom of the daily rotation zone. So 157 is your major level of resistance on the daily time frame. Switching over to Litecoin, 4-hour chart. So right now we're holding against the resistance area. It's going to be about 105.88 to 106.50 right in here. We've been holding against that with the declining 8. We did get a little divergence, lower low, higher high in the RSI, but again, no real strong bottoming pattern. So anything being done here is aggressive. The super aggressive trade would be on a move above this 107.43 on a closing basis to return to the 21. Nothing that we're looking to do. Right here to 21, declining rotation zone, 111.25. Just above this area that dip buyers came in, so that's going to be resistance, and this prior area over here, which formed this double bottom pattern. So that's going to be very key resistance on a stronger rally. It's a watch for 111 to be your major area of resistance to the downside. So from this little most recent move, and I'll show you back on the daily how we get this, 99.97, 99.77. So essentially, and it's a round number, so 100 is the next target lower if this does not sustain, and then 97.08. And then based off the daily chart, 90.55. Let's switch over to that daily chart and see where we sit. So those big levels that I mentioned are coming from the highs back on the 6th of May to the major swing low back on the 29th of May. So that's where these major levels are coming from, and I showed you where the minor levels are coming from. So on a longer daily rally right now, we're really looking at coming in about 112.75. The 8 will start declining into that area, and that's a cluster. You see the blue line and the red line are forming a cluster there just above this breakout zone. And that's really, if you look over here to the left hand side of the chart, that was major support back at the end of March and the beginning of April. So that's going to still be major resistance now. So again, about 112, we'll call it 112 to 113 is major resistance based off the daily chart. Again, any trade you're doing is going to be super aggressive, so be aggressive with moving up your stops and don't let any gains turn into losses because you're against the rotation zone on the 4-hour and the daily. Just reminding everybody again, trade safe, be careful, and wait for the high probability setups. There'll be plenty in the future to let this decline unfold, and let's watch for the good setups so we can reestablish some of the positions. So we have for you. We'll talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.